Chance Ritter, David Albright, Randy Morgan, and Brad Purvis. Now introducing Lumberton. Number 3, Channing Carter. Number 99, James Wilson. Number 9, Landon Walter. Number 4, Dalton Piner. Number 11, Matthew Shackelford. Number 24, Gregory Allen. Number 7, Tristan Willoughby. Number 1, Stephen Stone. Number 12, Zach Milstead. Number 2, Matt Strickland. Number 10, Braden Patterson. And the coaches, Steve Stone, Sammy Shackelford, Jeremy Strickland, and Brandon Patterson. And our coaches, home plate, Larry Hammond and Joshua Button. We have a special presentation on field 2. Now please remain standing as our invocation will be given by Don Marsh.
If you would bow with me. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day you give us to play baseball. Lord, we just thank you that we've had a safe tournament thus far and hope that it continues to be that way. Lord, we want to thank you for putting your healing hand upon Sean Murray, the coach from North Carolina, who had a heart attack yesterday during one of the games. Lord, we just hope that you continue to keep your healing hand upon him and get him back to doing what he loves, and that's coaching baseball. Lord, we just ask that today that we remember that this is the day that you have made, and that we do what we should do and things that will honor you. We pray that everything we do will glorify your name. We ask that you keep everybody safe. Lord, we ask this in Jesus' loving name. Amen.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch World Series. I'm Mike Rideout for JockJive.com. I'll handle the play-by-play of today's game. Here in the Consolation Series, it will be a battle of North Carolina as the state champions from North Carolina, West Chatham, take on the host team of this tournament, Lumberton, North Carolina. Good afternoon. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in to our coverage. Yesterday in pool play, North Carolina, boy, it was a good one. Extra inning game, but tough loss to Texas, 10-9. And that came after a 15-5 loss to Florida. So it was a must-win game for them. It went extra innings, but they lost the game, and they finished third in their pool number 3. Meanwhile, for Lumberton, North Carolina, out of pool 4, they opened up the tournament with a 23-0 loss to Tennessee. However, they played Virginia tough before finally falling in 5 innings by the final score of 13-3. So both teams going 0-2 in pool play. The good news is one of these teams today will get their first win in the World Series. West Chatham, North Carolina. They are the visiting team. Their manager, Chance Ritter, assistant coaches David Albright, Randy Morgan, and Brad Purvis. And it will be Landon Albright to lead things off here in the top of the first inning. We will play 6 innings to determine who advances in the consolation bracket. Winner will play at 5:30. The loser will play at 5:30. Arkansas and Alabama are in the other game today. And the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Each batter gets 5 pitches. You must make contact on the 5th pitch. And, folks, if you would like to participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes, do so via text message. As that one's hit up the middle, it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. A leadoff single for Landon Albright. You guys did a good job with the shout-outs yesterday. Just note the new number for the North Carolina, the West Chatham fans. It's a new number located at the top of your scoreboard. Area code 352-258-8450. Here is Ryder Murphy, the starting shortstop. He'll take the first pitch. Well, the good news is, for now anyway, the wet stuff has stayed away. The current temperature a little cooler than it was yesterday. It was as high as 93. It's 85 degrees currently in Lumberton. This has popped up. It's going to drop into left field for a base hit. So Ryder Murphy is aboard. Landon Albright is at second. 2 on with nobody out. That will send up Bo Lambert, the number 3 hitter in the order. Chance of rain, though, expected later today in a couple of hours. You never know, though. It's tough to predict the weather. Kind of shifts around at times. Bouncing ball to the shortstop. They do have a force at third. However, the shortstop couldn't get it out of his glove quickly. Steven Stoll finally made the throw to third, but it's a little bit late, and everybody is safe. So the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. That will send up Rajay Torres. Starting third baseman, number 42. North Carolina in the red tops and the white pants. Lumberton in the maroon and gold and the white pants. Bases loaded with nobody out for Torres. And Rajay, you've gotten a piece of that one. Yeah, foul tipped. Third pitch coming up. So once again, the shout-out number, folks, if you want to grab a pen, you can also note it on your scoreboard for those of you who can see a scoreboard, unless you're listening on your cell phone. Bouncing ball to third, knocked down by the third baseman, and a good play. Staying with it was Dalton Tyner to get to the bag for the 5 unassisted fielder's choice. It's an RBI for Torres as Albright scores on the play. Murphy is out at third base. Lambert moves to second. So the bases no longer loaded. Runners at first and second. And North Carolina plates the first run of the game. The next batter, Tanner Nall, hits it to the shortstop. He's going to go to third and get him. He thought about going to first, but a good decision there by Stone. The better decision to go to get that force out. 6-5 fielder's choice. So Lambert's out at third, Torres at second, Nall at first. And that is quickly the second out of the inning. Here is Gavin Williams. He'll take the first pitch for ball one. You can hear the wind blowing in a little bit on our field mic. I'm sitting right next to the West Chatham dugout. As the next one is bounced right back to the pitcher. The throw to first will be in time. Good play by Channing Carter. 1-3 put out, and the inning is over. North Carolina gets a run. As we head to the bottom of the first, it's North Carolina 1, Lumberton, North Carolina, coming to the plate right after this timeout here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
We head to the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 North Carolina here in the Consolation Series. Winner will play the Arkansas-Alabama winner this afternoon at 5:30 on Field 3, a different field. The loser will stay on this field later today and play the loser of that game also at 5:30 here on Field 4. Managers for Lumberton, the manager, rather, is Steve Stone. Assistant coaches, Sammy Shackelford, Jeremy Strickland, and Brandon Patterson. Once again, our shout-out number, 352-258-8450. Our first shout-out says, let's go North Carolina. Whenever possible, let us know who you are. I always say, let us know who it's to, who's it from, so that way when the players go back and listen or watch the game, they'll know who sent the shout-out. And then I always like to know where you guys are watching the game. Some people around the country, different parts of the country watching the game. Also, if you would like to purchase a copy of this game or any game during the World Series, we'll send you a downloadable copy for only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com. That's INFO, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you want to have for a lifetime. Well, the players have left the field. We have a delay. Looks like there is a Dixie Youth official on the field, but I'm not sure what's going on at this point. Looks like they're having a problem with the second base area, just based on the fact that they're kind of tapping on the ground out there. They may have to do a little field maintenance to rectify the problem. There was some rain overnight, and a puddle behind me, just outside home plate, behind me where I'm sitting, that was pretty soggy, and that also may have been the situation with the field. Yeah, I can see the coach kind of stepping in some holes out there. So they're going to have to do some maintenance to the field. Let's do this. We'll take another break, and we'll keep you posted here on Jock Jive. Once again, our shout-out number, 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs via text message. Back in a moment.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone, except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Again, just to recap, in case you're just joining us, there are some soggy areas over on the second base side. We are waiting on a field crew to patch things up, so we are in a delay here in our Consolation Series game between North Carolina and Lumberton, North Carolina. So let's hope that they can rectify this here quickly, because we were behind schedule yesterday by several hours, over 2 hours, and we've got 6 games to play today. Not only do we have the Consolation games to be played here today at 1 and 5:30, but also in the Championship Series bracket, there's games at 2:30, 4, 7, and 8:30. It's a long day, another long day of baseball, just like yesterday, with games all day long. And we start late today. Yesterday we started at 9:20 in the morning, and our last game, we were the last ones to finish here on this field, Field 4, because of all types of different delays, including one delay was about 15 minutes. Zach Milstead, the catcher, on a ball thrown home, he had his helmet off. He put his glove up, but he did not make the catch. The ball hit him in the forehead, and they called rescue in to check him out. They iced him up. He was in the dugout. We were delayed for a while, though, as they attended to him. Good to see him back, though, because he didn't come back in the game that he got injured in, but he did end up playing a little bit later. So kudos to him. That's a tough young man to withstand that and come back and play later in the day, and he's starting again today. But just an example of one of the types of delays. We had a lot of delays because of the machine yesterday as well, and now here we've got a delay because of the field conditions. Let's get to some shout-outs. You can send them via text message to area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. Our first shout-out says, "Good luck, Maddox Dunn," from Jamie Holdaway. Good luck, Maddox Dunn, from Jamie Holdaway. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message to area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. If you're watching from home and on your computer, you can see the text line located right up above the scoreboard. It's 1-0 in the bottom of the first. We'll take another break and come back with more baseball here in Lumberton, North Carolina at the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch World Series right after this on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories. Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
Well, the field crew is digging a hole, getting to the root of the problem, if you will. We had rain that has put this field in unfavorable conditions. So hopefully we will be resuming here soon. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Lumberton, North Carolina, yet to bat. And they trail North Carolina, the state champion, West Chatham, by the score of 1-0. Game scheduled for 6. Once again, the winner of this game will play the winner of the Arkansas-Alabama game this afternoon at 5:30 over on Field 3. Now that certainly, I don't think that will affect games later. Obviously, it'll push us back a little bit. You may have a situation where you're waiting around, but there's no problem with that, certainly. And then the loser of this game will also play at 5:30 on this field, Field 4. So Field 3 likely ahead of us a little bit later in the day, especially with this delay here to start. We'll move to the championship series of the machine pitch tournament at 2:30. Scheduled for a 2:30 start, but it's already almost 1:30 here local time. So I'm not sure that Louisiana-Texas game will start on time, but we'll see. Actually, I'm sorry, Louisiana-Texas is on Field 3. We'll have South Carolina and Virginia on this field, Field 4. That South Carolina-Virginia game could get pushed back. And it could become a domino effect if we are pushed back, just like we were yesterday, as we ended up being about 2.5 hours behind. I think our last game ended around 8:30 last night Eastern. And the last game was scheduled to start at 4:30. So, yeah, it was a long day. Well, now they got the sprinkler system on. I don't know if that's what they want or not. Seems like that would make things a little worse. I'm not sure that the sprinkler system is supposed to be on. All right, so we'll do this. We'll take another break. We are in a field condition delay here at the Machine Pitch World Series. Once again, the shout-out number, 352 area code 258-8450. 352-258-8450. We'll take a break here on JockJive.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories. Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players in scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the number 1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Every game broadcast on JockJive.com has the potential to offer some monumental moments for its participants. That's why we not only archive every game online, but make CDs available for audio-only games and DVDs for video broadcasts. After all, a great play deserves to be remembered long after the athletic event has ended. To order your CD or DVD of any JockJive game, email info@JockJive.com. info@JockJive.com.
Y'all got to warm up all over again.
Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, we are in a field condition delay. As you can see on your monitor there on your screen, they are working on rectifying the situation. There is a big hole. The umpire stepped in a hole. I'm going to try and post it on our Facebook page. So if you already haven't done so, make sure you like us on Facebook. And just put in the search engine JockJive Sports, and you can find us on Facebook. But I'm going to post a couple of pictures. Took a picture of the umpire's foot and pants leg. You'll see where it went a little deep. So they're digging up a hole. We believe a water line busted, and that's why so much water accumulated, and there was such a big hole in that area at second base. So I'm going to kind of leave the crowd mic open, but I'll be here in just a moment as I'm trying to gather some more information about what's going on. Once again, we're on Twitter at JockJive, and on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine and like us on Facebook. Feel free to make your comments as I post these pictures.
I might steal another.
I'm watching. Why, you don't like them? They're the best. flowers, chill. Sunflower seeds make them love.
Well, once again, folks, as you can tell, we are still in a delay because of field conditions. What the feedback that I got from the base umpire, and I posted this on the JockJive Facebook page, the umpire stepped in a big hole that we believe was caused when a water pipe burst. So we are in the bottom of the first of our first game today in a field conditions delay. But it does look like they are about to wrap things up here, which is good. They had to dig up all that wet stuff where it had leaked underneath the surface. And then hopefully we'll be resuming here in just a moment. A couple of shout-outs to get to as we wait. Make sure you send your shout-outs via text message. You can do so by sending them to area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs via text message. This one says, way to hit that ball, Camden Grant. I love you, from Mom. Also a shout-out to Ryder Lowry. We love you, Mama and Ryland.
Thank you, guys.
So it does look like we will be resuming here very soon. Good job by the field crew as they got it fixed, well, about as quick as you can. Let's see, this delay started about 25 minutes ago. About a 25-minute delay to fix the field. But I think as the players now are taking the field, we're ready to begin the bottom of the first inning. Once again, our score, 1-0. West Chatham, North Carolina sent 6 to the plate in the top of the first. Landon Albright scored a run on a fielder's choice by Rajay Torres. That's been our only scoring of the game so far. Channing Carter will be the batter when we resume. Another warm day here, but I don't believe it's going to be as hot as it was yesterday. At least the temperature currently is about 8 degrees than it was at its hottest point. It was 93 yesterday, currently 85 today. Question is, can we avoid any rain today? That will be a key factor, and us trying to stay on somewhat of our regular schedule, although we're already behind here on field 4. North Carolina taking infield. I don't think that's allowed. The players can throw it around a little bit. I don't think you can hit it to them. They've already had their infield. Well, we may know the result of the Arkansas-Alabama game well in advance. That's the other game of the Consolation Series. The winner of this game plays the winner of that game. The two losers will play. Both games at 5:30. Although, if you're on field 4, don't expect to play at 5:30. Our next game in the championship series is a 2:30 game. That's not going to happen. The game after that is at 4, so as you can tell, it'll be a domino effect, which will push us back throughout the day. So make your plans accordingly. We were the last game to finish yesterday because we were delayed for a number of different reasons. We finished about 2.5 hours behind schedule. Thankfully, we had no playoff games, because if we had a playoff game, we'd have been here late last night. As it was, we finished at 8:30. And if there was a playoff game, it was scheduled for 6 p.m. Yesterday, North Carolina went 0-2, losing to Texas in extra innings 10-9. They also fell to Florida 15-5. Lumberton lost in a big way to Tennessee 23-0. And also were beaten by Virginia, a game that they kept close for a little while, but Virginia finally pulled away and won in 5 innings 13-3. So both teams looking for their first win here at the Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch World Series. This tournament is scheduled to end on Tuesday. I'll have to find out if, with the if necessary game on Tuesday, if that's going to be played within an hour of the first game, which I think it would be. There's no time listed on the bracket, so I'll have to confirm if that game will be about an hour after, which I do believe it would be, to allow people to travel home after the game. If we can stay on schedule and at least get these games done today, we would not play on Monday until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's assuming that we can get 6 games in today here on this field, with the weather conditions certainly going to be a factor if it rains. Let's take a break. We'll come back and hopefully have the resumption of this game here momentarily.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
All right, at 1:53, we are ready to resume our game, which was delayed about 1:17 or so. So about, we'll say, 35-minute delay. And the first pitch to Channing Carter is taken for ball 1. So thank you for your patience. Back up and running now. And hopefully we'll be able to get through this thing quickly. Swing and a miss by Carter. Pitch number 3 is coming up. Carter, the pitcher, number 3. Hits this one left side of the infield. Knocked down by the pitcher from his knees. The throw to first, not going to be in time. Carter is aboard safely. And the tying run aboard in the bottom of the first inning. That will send out Jace Wilson. First pitch taken for ball 1. Next pitch, grounded to the shortstop. They've got to force it second. The throw will be in time. Murphy gets it to his second baseman on a 6-4 fielder's choice to retire Carter. That's the first out of the inning. 1 out, 1 on for the left fielder, number 9, Landon Walters. Walters pops it up, but out of play. One nothing. West Chatham, North Carolina, out in front. Lumberton, though, with its first at-bat of the game. After a 35-minute delay, we're playing baseball. Ground ball to the shortstop again. And once again, they get the force out. A throwback to first is not in time. 6-4, fielder's choice for out number 2. 2 outs, 1 on for the number 4 hitter. Third baseman, number 4, Dalton Tyner. Tyner will take ball 1. Tyner hits a ground ball to third. This is going to be a tough play. And there will be no play. An infield hit for Dalton Tyner. That will put runners at first and second for Lumberton. Once again, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message, 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Here's a swing and a miss by Matthew Shackelford. To put things in perspective, the first coach pitch game of the day is over. They started at the same time we did, and their first game is already over. Swing and a miss by Shackelford. But Mississippi has defeated Lumberton, North Carolina 14-2 in coach pitch. Next pitch taken for a ball. That was in 4 innings, by the way. One hit to the pitcher, the throw to first in the dirt, but a nice scoop over there at first base by Gavin Williams. And that will do it for Lumberton in the first. They failed to score, so we'll move to the top of the second with our score. North Carolina 1, Lumberton of North Carolina nothing.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
Mike Rideout back here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in here on JockJive.com. If you would like to send a shout-out, send it via text message to area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. There's someone that wants to send prayers to Sean and family. We love you. And I just caught part of this today. Was that a coach pitch coach that suffered the heart attack yesterday? I just heard about it today when they kind of had when they mentioned it in the prayer. Maddox Dunn hits it to the shortstop. The throw to first, high. First baseman came down with the bag, but not in time. So that will put Dunn on base to lead off the top of the second inning. But certainly our hearts and prayers go out to the coach who suffered a heart attack yesterday. And I hope he's okay. I'm guessing he's in the hospital. Octavius Spinks, the batter, number 11. A runner at first and nobody out. He pops it up, left side, foul territory, but it's going to hit up against the fence. Just a foul ball.
Jay, Steven, y'all work the middle. Dog, plays it one, buddy. Jay, if you're coming forward. Work the middle, son. Put your glove down.
Next pitch to Spinks. Popped up in front of home plate, and it's actually going to bounce and roll foul. That young man, the catcher, is the one that got hit in the forehead on a ball thrown to home plate when he had his mask off. And he's out playing today. So, tough young man right there, Zach Milstead. That was another delay we had, about 15-minute delay yesterday. Paramedics came and checked him out in the dugout, iced him up. Glad to see him back out there. This one hit on the ground, snagged at third. The throw to first, in the dirt, and it bounces away. That's going to get Dunn over to third base. Spinks goes to second. Runners at second and third with nobody out for North Carolina. Here's a shout out that says, good luck, guys. Bring it home. Hey, which guys? Let us know. Understand that the coach for North Carolina, the coach pitch coach, had 3 blockages. They were 100%. My goodness. This is fouled back. Next pitch. Grounded over to third. Dropped at third, and no play. So Maddox Dunn will score. Spinks holds at second base. And North Carolina plates another run. It's now 2-0 here in the second inning. That sends up Austin Morgan. First pitch taken for ball 1. Bouncing ball over to second. And they'll get the runner tagged down. The throw to first, close but not in time. The throw home gets away from the catcher. Here comes the first baseman to cover the plate, but no throw. Spinks slides in safely. So that will be the second out Actually, the first out of the inning. And another run will score to make it 3-0 as Ben Parsons comes to the plate. Okay. Understand that the coach who had the heart attack has a long road ahead of him. His heart was damaged. But I guess the good news is at least he's alive. And we'll see if the doctors and the man upstairs can take care of the rest. Parsons pops it up behind the plate, and that will drop foul. Swing and a miss. And that will be the second out of the inning as Parsons is put out for the second out. And the runner at second. Here is Brooks Albright. Three 3-0 North Carolina here in the top of the second inning. Ground ball left side. That's going to get through into left field. They're waving home the run. Well, the coach and the runner kind of almost collided with each other. However, on the play, Brooks Albright will go to second base. So Morgan at third base, Albright at second with 2 outs. And we return to the top of the order. Here's Landon Albright. Once again, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out via text message. And, by the way, thank you for the update on the coach. We'll keep him in our thoughts and prayers. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. This is a bouncing ball to the pitcher. The throw to first will be in time. Channing Carter makes the put out to end the inning. But North Carolina plates 2 more. And as we head to the bottom of the second, our score now, West Chatham, North Carolina 3. The host team, Lumberton, North Carolina, nothing. Here in the Consolation Series bracket. You're watching live coverage right here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Day 2 of the Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch World Series right here on JockJive.com. Again, I'm Mike Rideout. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far. After enduring a 35-minute field conditions delay, I posted a couple of pictures on the JockJive Facebook page, so we hope that you'll like us on Facebook. Just put JockJive Sports in the search engine and like us and check out the photos. We had an umpire, the base umpire, stepped in a big hole, and apparently a water pipe burst underneath the surface, and they had to dig up the hole. But we're playing baseball now. Gregory Allen leading it off. He's the starting first baseman. And Allen with a big swing and a miss here. Here's a, well, have a wrong game shout out. This is popped up left side, and it's going to get up against the fence. Foul ball. This is popped up left side, hooking out of play. Another foul ball. So Allen working with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. So Allen is out on strikes. 1 away. Next batter, Tristan Willoughby hits it just foul down the right field line. That may have been extra bases had it stayed fair. Swing and a miss, strike 2. This one popped up right side of the infield. The second baseman calling for it and ranging to his right. Hagen Purvis will make the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the second. 3-0. West Chatham, North Carolina. Steven Stone, the batter, and he bounces one over the pitching machine, over near the bag at second. The shortstop feels it and throws him out. Heck of a play by Ryder Murphy. Yes, sir. 6-3 put out, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second. So we'll keep it right here as we head to the top of inning number 3. 3-0. North Carolina out in front. Folks, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall on our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. We are winding down the summer of Dixie. Between now and mid-August, JockJive will be streaming the rest of this tournament, the Coach Pitch and Machine Pitch World Series, plus the Final Four for the Junior Dixie Boys and Dixie Boys Pre-Majors and Majors World Series next Saturday. It starts up the AAA, Ozone, and Majors World Series here in Lumberton, North Carolina, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. 3-0 North Carolina as we head to the top of the third. Batters 2, 3, and 4 are due up. Ryder Murphy will lead it off. Once again, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message, 352 area code 258-8450, 352-258-8450. So far, only one score to pass along, and that was in the Coach Pitch Consolation bracket where Mississippi defeated the host team, Lumberton, North Carolina, 14-2 in 4 innings. Mississippi will play the winner of the Florida-Georgia game, while Lumberton will play the loser of that game. This has popped up. Foul behind the plate. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Alabama-Arkansas game. That one about to wrap up over on Field 3. The losers will play on this same field later today at 5:30. Sharply hit ball past the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Second hit for Ryder Murphy. Takes the turn, but he'll hold it first with a leadoff single. That will send up Bo Lambert. Right-handed hitter. Will take ball one. This is foul back. North Carolina looking to add to a 3-0 lead in the top of the third. The mercy rule in effect, 15 runs after 3, 10 runs after 4. The fourth pitch coming up. We have another final score to pass along in the coach pitch consolation bracket. Georgia has edged Florida in a good one. Georgia 2, Florida 1. So Georgia will play Mississippi at 5:30 in the coach pitch consolation championship game. That's on field 1. That last one fouled off out of play. And Georgia, or rather Florida, will now advance or drop into the losers bracket against Lumberton, North Carolina, also at 5:30 on field 2. Swung on, ground ball. That is snagged by the pitcher, who will fire it to first. Good play by Carter. 1-3 put out. Murphy moves to second, and there's one away. Next batter, Rajay Torres. This is swung on and hit foul down the third base line, down into the corner. Top of the third, North Carolina 3, Lumberton, North Carolina 0. Runner at second as the next one's hit foul. Here's a big shout out to Rajay Torres, number 42, superstar in the making. It will be nice to hear these names at a later time and how they're doing. We wish them certainly the best. Ground ball to third. The throw over will be in time. 5-3 put out. Murphy moves to third on the play. 2 gone. And another final score in the machine pitch. Alabama has defeated Arkansas 7-4. Bouncing ball. That is a fair ball down the third base line by Tanner Nall. And it gets by the left fielder. Nall on his way to third. And he'll get in there standing up. An RBI double. He'll take third on the air. And North Carolina adds another run. It's now 4-0. So the winner of this game will play Alabama this afternoon at 5:30 on field 3. The loser of this game will play Arkansas later today, scheduled to start at 5:30. That won't happen on field 4. I say it won't happen. We'd have to have some luck. We were delayed 35 minutes today because of field conditions. Gavin Williams, the batter. Swings and misses here. North Carolina has scored at least one run in every inning. They lead at 4-0 in the top of the third. Williams, the first baseman, pops it up, but out of play. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Fifth pitch coming up for Gavin. That one line into center field for a base hit. An RBI single for Gavin Williams. Scoring on the play is Tanner Nall. And North Carolina takes a 5-0 lead. That will send up Maddox Dunn, who reached on an error and scored his first time up. First pitch taken for ball 1. Next pitch, bouncing ball over to the shortstop. The throw to second, late, not in time. Gavin Williams with good speed in there safely. So first and second with 2 outs for Octavius Spinks. Timeout call by Lumberton. And the base umpire and the home plate umpire are going to get together about something. And it may have been a question as to whether or not, I'm just guessing, Williams left a little bit early, but the safe sign was given. Williams at second, Dunn at first for Spinks. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1. 5-0 North Carolina. We're in the top of the third inning. This is popped up, foul, back to the fence. Again, if you're just tuning in, maybe you're trying to get the 2:30 game. We were delayed 35 minutes because of a sinkhole, if you will. As that ball's hit off the glove of the shortstop, he's got no play. Everybody's safe. But there was a hole at second base. The base umpire stepped in the hole, and it took 35 minutes to dig it up. The word that I got was that some type of a pipe had burst, causing a flooding underneath the surface. So about a 35-minute delay. Bases loaded with 2 outs as Hagen Purvis fouls this one back. Next pitch, fouled off again, got a piece of it. So swung on and hit. Well, it was going over the head of the pitcher, but he makes a nice grab for the third and final out. Nice catch on the line drive to end the threat. But North Carolina plates 2 runs in the inning. And as we head to the bottom of the third, it's now North Carolina 5, Lumberton, North Carolina nothing here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com.
Here's a shout out that says, "Go Brooks, bust that ball." Another one that says, "Good hit, bud." Zach Milstead leads it off and takes ball 1. Next pitch fouled off the face gear of the catcher. Good thing they wear those things. North Carolina with one run in the first, 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third. Swung on and grounded left side. Third baseman steps in front of his shortstop, but the throw is low and he gets by the first baseman. Leadoff base runner for Lumberton here in the bottom of the third inning. Coach telling Rajay that was his ball. And he may have gotten him with a little bit higher throw. First baseman just not able to get the low throw. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. The throw to second will be in time. Throw back to first is not in time. 6-4 fielder's choice. Milstead out at second. 1 away. Sends up the number 11 hitter in the order, number 10, Braden Patterson. Fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. This is popped up to first. Diving attempt by the first baseman. He can't come up with it, but they do still field it and throw to second and get the out. That's a play. I think that was the second baseman that made that play. On a 4-6 fielder's choice, they get Strickland for the second out. Since it's to the top of the order, here's Channing Carter. Timeout as the shortstop ties his shoe. Carter will take the first pitch. Once again, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450. Ground ball to the pitcher. Throw to first. Safe. Not in time. Austin Morgan just not able to pick it up on the first attempt. Everybody safe. And with 2 outs and 2 on, sends up the number 2 hitter. Second baseman, number 99, Jace Wilson. Wilson reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Lumberton, North Carolina, looking for his first runs of the game. They trail 5-0. They've got 2 on. That one hit foul to third. Past the coach. Well, coming up next, scheduled for a 2:30 start, but it will start later than that. South Carolina and Virginia. This one's hit out of play. This one is a slow roller on the first base line. The throw by the catcher, not in time. And the bases are loaded for Lumberton. That will send out Landon Walters. First pitch taken for ball 1. Walters reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. So swung on and fouled off at home plate. So the third pitch coming up. Timeout called by the North Carolina coach. Not sure what the discussion is about.
Scorekeeper was having issues because his thing was always supposed to be playing.
Yeah, they had a little bit on the lineup.
Man, if the chest guard is hot, you can take it off.
All right, the discussion is the fact that there are only 11 players, supposed to have 12, only 11 players for Lumberton, North Carolina listed. I thought it might be because a player was had gotten sick yesterday. I couldn't remember if it was the Lumberton team that had a player that got sick or if it was a different team. Now what I'm understanding is maybe the player went to church and he's not on the roster, but Lumberton had gotten permission on the affidavit to play 11. Oh, it's a preacher's son.
He said, just skip, you're not going to count as an out. We got it.
Okay, they're not going to count it as an out.
Yes, sir. They were notified and we had to approve them to play the best Thursday. Him, Jerry, and him. I know. Get the same decision. And we're only 3 minutes.
Well, the state director for North Carolina is Kerry Wren, and he was asking, who gave you that permission?
That's what I like. That was my idea. We're good. He has 3 left.
So we are going to resume now. 2 outs. Third pitch coming up. Bases loaded for Lumberton. They trail 5-0. Bouncing ball to the pitcher. The throw to first will be in time. 1-3 put out, and the inning is over. So for the third consecutive inning, Lumberton, North Carolina fails to score. We will head to the fourth with our score: North Carolina 5, Lumberton, North Carolina nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
All right, we move to the top of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. North Carolina leading at 5-0. And leading it off would be the bottom of the order, 10, 11, and 12. Austin Morgan will lead things off. Morgan reached on a fielder's choice, his first at bat. Swings and misses for strike one. Timeout call by the base umpire. Just to let the pitcher know where he needs to stand. He can't be in front of that pitching machine. Next pitch popped up into left field, shallow left field. Actually didn't quite get to the outfield. The shortstop went back before it got to the grass. Not able to make the catch. The throw gets away, and that's going to get Morgan now with good speed all the way over to third maybe. No, he gets tagged out. Nice play. Morgan out at third base for the first out of the inning. Good throw, and then also the tag over there at third base by Dalton Tyner. Ben Parsons, the batter, and he pops it up to third. And the third baseman, Tyner, will make another play. 2 gone. He really struggled yesterday. He's playing much better today. And he's got a little swagger to him now. Funny how a couple of plays can help that confidence level. 2 outs for Brooks Albright. He'll take ball 1. Top of the order on deck for North Carolina. They lead at 5-0 here in the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. Next one's fouled off, out of play right side. Actually up against the fence. Albright grounds it up the middle, but then it hit a piece of the dirt and bounced the other way to the second baseman who makes the putout. 4-3, and the inning is over. Almost a 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 5-0 North Carolina here in the Consolation Series bracket.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together.
Here in the bottom of the fourth, Lumberton, North Carolina will send up batters 3, 4, and 5. Dalton Tyner to lead it off. First pitch taken for ball one. Swung on, ground ball to third. Throw to first. High and not in time. First baseman comes off the bag. Well, despite not scoring to this point, Lumberton has had a runner on base now in 3 of the 4 innings. Matthew Shackelford will bat. And he pops it up behind the plate, but not playable. I think it hit the netting up top. Swing and a miss here for strike 2. Popped up to first. Catch will be made for out number 1. That sends up Gregory Allen. Swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Next pitch, ground ball to second. And the throw will be in time. 4-6 fielder's choice on the out at second. Tyner is out for the second out. That sends up Tristan Willoughby. Willoughby hits that one in the air to left field. This is playable, though, and the catch will be made for the third and final out. Folks, we'll take a short pause as we head to the top of the 5th. I got to run to the restroom. I'll be back as quickly as possible. All right, thank you for your patience. Bo Lambert, the batter, after a base hit by Ryder Murphy. Popped up into left field, over the head of the left fielder. Throw to second, not in time. And they'll keep the other runner at third base as Albright scores. And North Carolina now leads at 6-0. That'll send up Rajay Torres. First pitch taken for ball one. Torres hits that one foul on the third base line. Torres bounces this one over to the third baseman. The throw to first will be in time. Runner going to third. The throw back to third. They throw it away. 5-3 put out at an RBI for Torres, and then an error, which brings home another run. 2 runs will score on the play. And North Carolina increases the lead. It's now 8-0. Base is empty with 1 out. Here's Tanner Dahl. Well, if North Carolina scores a couple more runs in this inning and they keep Lumberton off the scoreboard, they'll win it via the mercy rule. It might put us a little bit more on schedule. But again, we were delayed 35 minutes due to field conditions. Our 2:30 game will be starting after 3 o'clock. All got a piece of it, fouled it off. So that's his second strike on Dahl. Once again, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450. All with 2 more pitches, but he does have 2 strikes.
Swing it if you want to, but hit it hard.
This is swung on and hit to short. The throw across. Dug out of the dirt nicely there on the 6-3 putout. Second out of the inning. That sends up Gavin Williams, who singled in a run his last time up. First pitch taken for ball 1. Next pitch popped up into right field, but hooking foul. Swing and a miss by Williams. Gavin Williams now with 2 strikes. 4th pitch coming up. Williams fouls it off right behind home plate. Well, they're done with the first game and the other 3 games that are taking place around me. In the machine pitch consolation series, Alabama defeated Arkansas 7-4. So the winner of this plays Alabama this afternoon at 5:30 as Williams swings and misses for strike 3, and the inning is over. Also, Arkansas will play the loser of this game. That will be on field 4. Slated to start at 5:30, but that one will start late because of the delay that we had here in this game. In the coach pitch consolation series, Georgia edged Florida 2-1, and Mississippi beat Lumberton, North Carolina 14-2 and 4. It will be Mississippi and Georgia in the consolation championship, Florida and Lumberton, North Carolina in the 3rd place game. We start the championship series next, scheduled for a 2:30 start. On this field, South Carolina and Virginia coming up. Also, we'll have Florida, actually Tennessee and Georgia later today. It's scheduled for a 4 o'clock start here on this same field. The tournament will conclude on Tuesday. There's a game at 10:30 in the morning and an if necessary game to follow. Bottom of the 5th, 8-0 North Carolina. Lumberton will send up batters 8, 9, and 10. Stephen Stone will lead it off. Stone grounded out to short his first time up. And he grounds this one to the pitcher. The throw to first will be in time. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. It sends up Zach Milstead. A little bit of a breeze today and probably a little cooler Certainly cooler than it was yesterday. We reached a high of 93. It's 88 degrees, but also looks like a chance of rain. Clouds are starting to form. Popped up, just foul down the right field line by Milstead. This one's fouled back. Milstead working with 2 strikes. And that ball hit to short. The throw across. Got him. Here's a shout out that says, "Go little ding ding." Brooks Albright from North Carolina, number 34 from the Gaines family. Thank you, guys. If you want to send a shout out, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450 as the next batter, Max Strickland, hits it foul over to third. Two out, space is empty. Strickland pops it up. The shortstop coming in. The second baseman, though, dives in front of him and knocks it loose. Well, that's a shortstop's ball all the way right there. Two out base runner for Lumberton. There's Braden Patterson. Patterson swings and misses for strike one. Next pitch popped up, left side of the infield. Third baseman coming in. The pitcher also there, and the two collide, and the ball pops out again. First and second with 2 outs. We return to the top of the order. Here's Channing Carter. Lumberton, North Carolina, looking for its first run of the game, down 8. Channing Carter has hit the ball to the pitcher both times he's been up. And both times he reached base safely. Once on an infield hit, the other on an error. Swung on, and another ground ball to the pitcher. Underhand throw to first. He got him. That will do it for Lumberton. They failed to score in the 5th. We move to the final inning of play. Our score, North Carolina 8, Lumberton, North Carolina nothing, right here on JockJive.com. Be sure to follow JockJive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we're at JockJive, and on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with JockJive Sports. JockJive Sports Productions works small events and large, from T-ball to the Toyota Center, youth sports to collegiate, audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN. We can do it all. To find out how we can cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel. And you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. And speaking of coming your way, a lot of action in the fall. This fall, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, ACCC Game of the Week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are JockJive Sports. So we move now to the top of the 6th. Lumberton avoids the mercy rule. Maddox Dunn will lead it off. Batters 7, 8, and 9. First pitch taken for ball 1. Next pitch popped up behind the plate, and it's going to drop right behind the catcher. Not able to come up with it. Dunn grounds it to third, but takes a bad hop on the third baseman into left field, past the left fielder, rounding first. Dunn, well, he thought about to, but he's going to go back to first. Leadoff base runner for North Carolina, looking to extend this 8-run lead. Sixth and final inning here in this Consolation Series game. Winner will play Alabama, which defeated Arkansas today 7-4. Arkansas will play the loser. Both games are scheduled to start at 5:30. Highly unlikely the Arkansas and the loser of this game will play at 5:30, though, because we were delayed 35 minutes due to field conditions. This one's fouled back. You can see the clouds there clouding up a bit. Maybe even looks like a little rain in the horizon there. Octavius Spinks is the batter. Swings and misses here for strike 2. Next pitch, big cut, swing and a miss, and Spinks is out on strikes for the first out of the inning. One out, one on for Hagen Purvis, the second baseman. Unfortunately, that may be heading our way here with the rain. The wind is blowing in our direction, blowing in. Purvis takes ball 1. Next pitch high for ball 2. Another pitch, it's high, and they may adjust the machine here. So they'll make a call up to the booth so we can adjust the pitching machine. So another stoppage in play. Field 4 has been cursed. We were about 2.5 hours behind yesterday, and we're already behind today. The 2:30 game has yet to start. Now that pitch looked pretty good. We'll try it again and see. Okay. Looks okay.
Back in the box, Hagen.
All right, 2 pitches left for Hagen Purvis. 1 out, 1 on. And that one's fouled back.
Hagen, step back towards the catcher. Hagen, step back.
Next pitch. Popped up to third, now hits the ground off the glove of the third baseman. And no play for Tyner. Now we'll put runners at first and second with 1 out.
Let's go, Austin. Let's go.
North Carolina leading at 8-0. We're in the top of the 6th, the final inning, but Lumberton, North Carolina will get an at-bat. And we'll have about, let's say, at least 15 to 20 minutes in between games. This one's fouled back by Austin Morgan for strike 1. So really you're looking at least a 3:30 start at the very earliest for our next game. And that might be too optimistic. So if you're tuning in, awaiting the next game in our in the championship bracket between Virginia and South Carolina, a 2:30 game going to start after 3:30. Bouncing ball up the middle. That's going to get through into center field for a base hit. Dunn on his way home. And he'll score to make it 9-0. And we'll send that Ben Parsons. Once again, our shout-out number, 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs in via text message. Pitch to Parsons, taken for ball 1. Ground ball left side to short. Well, no throw to second. Now the runner coming home, the throw to the plate will send the runner back to third. North Carolina loads them up with 1 out. Brooks Albright will be the batter, and the top of the order is on deck. Ground ball over to second. Bobbled. Well, he tags him out with a glove, but he didn't have the ball in the glove.
Good job.
Everybody's safe, and a run will score. And it's now 10-0 North Carolina. We head to the top of the order. That sends up Landon Albright. First pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes run number 2. And the other runner taken off for second. He'll get there safely. Morgan and Parsons scoring. Albright now at third base. And it's 12-0 North Carolina. This is popped up behind the plate, but foul. Hear that wind picking up. as rain could be falling here momentarily. The batter, Ryder Murphy. Runners at second and third with one out. 12-0 North Carolina in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch to Murphy. Well, it's high for a ball. They're out of baseballs. Wind blowing in. Skies are darkening. Hopefully we'll be able to at least finish this game if we do get any rain. There's a base hit in. No, it doesn't get to right field. It's knocked down by the second baseman. He at least keeps it in the infield. The throw to first is not in time. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. As Albright scores. Actually, Brooks Albright, Landon Albright at third base, and Murphy went to second on the play. 13-0 North Carolina. The batter, Bo Lambert. He doubled in a run last time up. Bouncing ball to third, knocked down at third, but actually no play. Another run will score. And it's now 14-0. Here's a shout out to North Carolina's Coach Murray, praying for a speedy recovery from the games again. Thank you guys, appreciate it. We talked about that at the beginning of the broadcast. Our hearts and prayers go out to him and hope he's okay. Rajay Torres, the batter. Wind really picking up as it's blowing in. Maybe bringing some bad weather with it. Ground ball to third. They're going to get the force. The throw back to first. Not in time. 5 unassisted, fielder's choice. Timeout call, so the runner will have to go back to third. Murphy scores. Lambert goes back to third. Also, Torres had gone to second. And North Carolina now leads at 15-0. Here's a huge shout out to Rajay Torres, playing baseball today and throwing touchdowns next week. Hashtag the future. All right, yes, football season is right around the corner. Bouncing ball foul to third by Tanner Nall. This will be the 11th batter to come to the plate in this inning. Swing and a miss by Nall. Next pitch, taken for a ball. This one hit over to the shortstop. The long throw over will be in time. 6-3 put out, and the inning is over. But what an inning it was for North Carolina as they extend the lead. Scoreboard says 14. I've got 15. But either way you look at it, it's a big deficit for Lumberton, North Carolina, as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm going to keep my scoreboard at 15 for now, even though the scoreboard here at the ballpark has 14. Jace Wilson, Landon Walters, and Dalton Tyner are the scheduled hitters. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and the wind will kind of blow these bad clouds by us without any rain. Again, they've got 14 up on the scoreboard, but that's not what I have here on my score sheet. Now, I'm not the official scorekeeper, though, so we'll leave it at that. First pitch to Jace Wilson coming up. Taken for ball 1. Lumberton, North Carolina trailing 14-0, 15-0. They've got work to do. Pop up to short. The catch is made, and there's one away. One out for Landon Walters. He pops this one up. The second baseman and the shortstop are there. The second baseman calls for it and makes the catch for out number 2. So North Carolina 1 out away from advancing here in the Consolation Series with a 15-0 lead. Dalton Tyner, the batter. He'll take ball 1. Next pitch popped up into left field. That one hit pretty deep, but it's caught in left center, and the ball game is over. North Carolina going to get the victory by the final, 14-0 or 15-0. 14-0 according to the scoreboard here at the ballpark. I don't have the official scorekeeper with me down here. I'm going to list it as 15-0. But either way, it's a victory for the state champions from North Carolina, and they will advance to face Alabama in the Consolation Championship game. Arkansas will play Lumberton, North Carolina. Both of those games scheduled for a 5:30 start today. And that will do it for our coverage in this one. So again, North Carolina will play Alabama on field 3. Arkansas will play Lumberton on this field. That game will be scheduled for a 5:30 start. It'll be a little bit later than that later today. Final score, again, unofficially, North Carolina 15, Lumberton, North Carolina, nothing. For all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless.